So, hello, welcome back. This is going to be hopefully a short video. I'm pretty sure I will try. About a product that is already out for a while, and I'm only making this video because maybe on my channel you have not seen this, and it's really a pity if you miss it. So, it won't be for everybody, but what we are going to talk about is this smallrig V-mount battery. They have several of them. And they are quite nice. That's why I decided to make this video. In that a V-mount battery basically allows you to hook it up to a V-mount plate. And that means that all the connections will go through here. And you can click it onto different backs of cameras and lights, etc., etc. Some of the lights I'm using here allow this, so you can just sort of click it on and you're done. I also got a clamp as an example, just to show you. So this is one that you can put on a pole, and you can see you can just sort of, if you do it the correct way around, you can just sort of slide it in, and then it locks into place, right? And you can see that it's locked. There's a locking mechanism here, and now you can use it. For example, in this case, you can hold it onto anything. So you press the button and it goes off again. So what's nice about this is that it's about 20,000 milliamps, and I'm doing this on purpose like this. So this is the vb99, and what's nice about this is that it's they call this 99 watt hours, but the number that most people more understand is from power banks, because you can use this as a power bank. It will be 20,000 milliamps because you do that by 5 volts. I hope that makes sense. So 20,000, the number is gotten to take 90 watt hours, divide that by 5 volts, then you get that number. So this is about comparable to a 20,000 milliamp power bank. And it's also about the same weight. It's quite light, but there are some nice features here. So the first feature, which is really nice, it has a built-in display which tells you the amount of load it has left. It has on top quite a few connections. So you can see there's a USB, let me take the top camera. You can see there's a USB-C input and output, which allows for I think it was 100 watts. Might be 60, but I think 100 watts. Depending on the model, I think the vb155, the 99, this one, allow for 100, and the smaller one allows for 60, but quite fast charging, and also providing power back. So this is both ways, so that's nice. Then you have a USB-A, and you have two outputs for 8 volt and 12 volts. And the 8 volts, of course, can be used for most cameras. You need a dummy plug, but that will work. So you can close this up, of course. There's also some nice way to connect a strain. So, for example, a P design plug, and you could hook it up to something. So, on the other side is the one I've been using. It's a D-tap connector. So you can use that for flash, but also again for your camera. So I got one here, and this is one that goes into a Sony camera. You can get different ones. You just plug it in. It only goes in one way. You plug it in, and now you're ready to feed your camera. There it is. And you still have all these others open. So, for example, in our small fan project, I can put a USB to the fan in here, or to some other parts that I'm using. I can even charge it or charge my phone while I'm using this thing. So, of course, it's made the 12 volts and the 8 volt for things like your monitor, etc., etc. The USB-C can most of the time also be used for a monitor, and the USB-A can be used using a lightning cable to your phone, for example. So you can see how versatile this is in use. What is nice, of course I didn't prepare this well, but if you hook it up using a USB-C or USB-A, it will show you how many volts is on the display. So the display now only shows us a number, but the moment the ports on the top are being used, it will tell you how many volts each of them still have. It does not do that for the D-tap. I don't think it's that important, but it's a nice sort of feature. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to show you. Okay, remember there are three models: the 155, the 99, and the 50. Now keep in mind, and that's the last thing, and it's also said that on the box, and that's one good thing. I think I should say this somewhere. Of course, it's also important that they are all tested, but it stays somewhere on this thing that is 99 watt hours, which is the maximum you can take on an airplane. So that's an important thing. Most airplanes, I think all airplanes in the world, allow you to take a maximum of 20,000 milliamps per battery with you. Any bigger batteries is considered too dangerous. So that's why most of these brands limit themselves on 99 so that you know that you can take them with you on flights. So that's an important detail. Yeah, so thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.